For me, it was, for reasons I don't understand other than we were all crazy, my parents emptied their house one summer and sent my older brother and sister, Ted and Barbara Joe, to work at a Christian conference on the staff because they were old enough. And Mark and I, at 8 and 6, spent a whole summer at a Christian camp away from our parents. Mark was too young. He ended up not being with the campers and living with the director of the camp and his wife.
Yeah.
But I didn't have, although raised in a Christian home, I didn't have awareness of my own sin. I thought I was in because we were good people.
Yep.
And my camp counselor, by the name of Paul, decided he would teach through Romans with 8-year-old boys.
8-year-olds.
And he did such an incredible job. By the time he got to Romans 3, I was so deeply convicted of my sin. And we were in this cabin with 3 high bunks, and I was on the top bunk. And I went to bed, and I began to cry, which was mortifying. And I knew that I had to confess my sin and entrust myself to God's mercy. But I thought, just a little boy, I thought, I can't do that lying down. This is perverse. So I climbed down off the bunk, and I knelt in the middle of that floor.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And prayed for God's forgiveness. And now I think how amazing is that? It's almost crazy.
Yeah.
Just one little boy, who cares? This kid in northeast Pennsylvania, that happens to be just a few miles from where my first pastorate was. And that happened to be the camp that we always used for our picnics and stuff.
Really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Harmony Heart.
That's amazing.
It was a heart-shaped lake. That's why they called it Harmony Heart. But no, that's not everybody's story.
Right.
But it's my unique story of God just, in that moment, using that. It was a hard summer for my brother Mark and I. But he used that hard summer to expose my sin and to call me to himself.
Yeah.